Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Today we'll be reviewing the best K-pop comebacks in February. So following an abnormally strong January, February was, as one might expect, less remarkable. In fact, I can't recall a month being this barren in a while. We had LE SSERAFIM coming back with an extremely mid title track and mini album, and we can add Fear Not to the growing list of fandoms that I've pissed off. But other than that, there were also some genuinely awful songs this month. Looking on the bright side, however, we've got some heavy hitters, Twice, IU, and that's about it. We'll get into that in just 1 second, but before we do, make sure you subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Okay, we'll kick things off with Vanna, who were a dark horse among last year's brilliant Nugu boy group slate. Their latest single, Jackpot, was actually released right at the end of last month, hence its inclusion in this video. The song is anchored by some go-for-broke rock production and bolstered by a blazing, energetic chorus that contains an inscrutable hook, that being Jack to the pot, whatever that means. It's cool. Performer certainly grew on me, and time will tell whether this ends up following suit, but as of now, it's another highlight to add to an underrated but burgeoning discography. ICHILLIN is back with another single for the upcoming March comeback, Demigod. This one I want to talk about just because it's such an oddball and peculiar little track. You'll either love it or hate it. Personally, I think it's weird in a good way. There's definitely a place for these zany, off-kilter tracks. Songs like this often run the risk of becoming incoherent and annoying, but I don't think this one qualifies. The production is so over the top in some places, it's much too difficult to dislike. The music video is hilarious as well. Although I do have some reservations because almost the entire song consists of rap and sing talk. I would say definitely give this a listen and see what you think. Next up, we have our boy 10 from NCT finally going solo with a self-titled mini. For the title track Nightwalker, he's gone down the spooky route, a concept that often allows an artist to really stretch their wings on all fronts, and 10 does a fine job with the material, echoing the performance prowess of Taemin or Kai before him. The song actually plays things pretty safe structurally, hinging on a rather formulaic drop in the chorus, but the beat is very good. I love how that grimacing bass line keeps on getting crunchier and crunchier and eventually builds into this lacerating workout. Moving on, the winning is IU's first major music release in 3 years, headlined by the double title tracks Hoshi and Shopper, the latter of which I'll be reviewing. It features the same wispy melodies that colored her last album with a not so subtle electronic tinge. I think it plays a bit like Celebrity with some added synth production, but also poses as an easygoing spin on the genre to match the sort of groovy allure that IU has honed over the years. Even while treading new sonic territory, Shopper feels right at home in her body of work, and as always, we're treated to some magnificent vocals. Next, we have Touchin&Movin as part of Moonbyul's first album. Personally, I've connected with very little of Mamamoo's solo releases. A lot of them feel like novelty or just straight up fluff. And at face value, Touchin&Movin seems like any old funky dance track, yet it stands out because it takes a style that is a dime a dozen and cranks up every element. So we make the bass hit a little harder, add some stabs of brass and synth in addition to the guitar, have a bit more gusto in the performance, and throw in a key change at the end. All these things greatly elevate what would otherwise have been a pretty bog standard release, and I think that is definitely worth highlighting. And then CRAVITY, Love or Die. Over the past 2 years, these guys have crafted a discography that has been a joy to follow. Super satisfying to see them operating with a clear vision. This new title track has a much more apparent rock edge than their previous releases, yet it's still in keeping with their buoyant and youthful image. What Love or Die lacks in the nondescript production, it makes up for with melodic heft and perfect flow, thanks in part to the rap verses that channel the anthemic, head-nodding energy instead of foolishly trying to go against it. I think the bridge should have been extended at least 15 seconds, not only to further showcase the vocals, but right now it seems rushed almost. And while the song doesn't really go all out because of the strong fundamentals, it's exceedingly pleasant to listen to, and the mini is very solid as well. I pulled a few bops from that track list. Very well done, CRAVITY. You have earned another seal of approval. After that, we've got The Wind, who put together one of the most impressive rookie year catalogs in recent memory, coming back with this new track, H-Teen. Actually, no, it's High Teen. They may have lost a member, but they certainly did not lose their mojo. This single fits nicely within their cheerful signature sound, bursting out of the gate with a stirring, bombastic intro, probably the best intro this year so far. The song contains more whimsical melodies than usual, in the chorus especially, and the hook amps up the silliness even further, evoking the appeal of an old-school bubblegum boy group track like H.O.T's Candy. Finally, the top song of the month belongs to none other than Twice. Continuing the winning streak for JYP girl groups in 2024, With Youth is maybe the best overall comeback this month, but it's certainly their strongest mini-album in years. New, Bloom, and You Get Me are all great B-sides. But here I want to focus on the pre-release I Got You, which, if you know my music taste at all, you'd probably be able to guess that this is the favorite. The teaser promised a synth-fueled, bounding, breezy voyage, and we got exactly that. The girls' vocals possess an ethereal quality and exudes this genuine warmth, gliding along with the wind in their sails. Quite literally. As we were winding up to the second verse, I was like, this is the moment of truth. A lesser song would of course opt for a momentum-killing rap breakdown, but I Got You is not one of those songs. Instead, it surges forward. That was the ultimate test, and they passed with flying colors. They deserve extra points just for that. My only complaint? The song ends too soon. Like, is it too much to ask for an extra 8 bars of the instrumental? I mean, they literally did it in the MV, so overall very gratifying to see them just doing their thing. 8 years strong, still performing at a high level, all of which lends credence to their status as one of the industry's most consistent acts. That'll do it for this episode, a shorter one this time. I couldn't even scrounge together like 10 decent songs to talk about. Hopefully next month will be better. Anyways, let me know what your favorite song of February was. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more great content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.